Hello, hello, Facebook. Going to give you guys some time to log on and join as I get my trying to record on three. Hi, Donna. Trying to get myself on three different platforms. So I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. I'm using my cell phone. I'm using my cell phone and the computer using two different programs. We'll see what's going to work. Uh, can you hear me okay, Donna? So I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm creating a video for the YouTube account as well. So some crazy things are going on. Oh, good, you can hear me. Some crazy things are going on right now with Facebook. Before I had sent out posts that talked about how Facebook was changing its algorithms because they wanted more. They wanted more participation. Same with Instagram. They wanted more participation through. Hi, Diane. Through these platforms, and they wanted. Hi, Jane. And they wanted to see people's responses. So they determined that it was too easy for users to click the like and just keep on scrolling. And so they figured it took more energy for you to hold down the like and actually heart something. And it takes you more energy to comment, and it takes you more energy to share. And the way the algorithm works right now is that for every person that likes something, so like on the holistic healing page, we've almost got 4,000 people. It would be great if all 4,000 people were able to see the content that they actually signed up for. But the reality is 1.6 something is the percentage that people are seeing. So only 49 people are literally seeing the content. I believe those are the numbers. I have three different pages, so I was writing down the numbers for each page. I could be wrong. But if the numbers are not high enough, and to Facebook's and Instagram's liking, more Facebook right now, they're going to delete your page. So I have a backup plan. If that should happen, I had already made a couple years ago a YouTube channel. I'm not very platform savvy, but I guess that's going to change. So I'm actually recording for YouTube now. I will go ahead and put in a different post a link to that channel. I'm going to go ahead and upload this if it's recording. Fingers crossed. And then that way I could get you guys over to there in case I should be one of those groups that Facebook cleans up and says that, you don't have enough participation, that those who really want this content still have a platform to go get it. Okay, so now that we've done that housekeeping, happy new moon! Whew, these energies are really intense. And on top of it, Chiron, which is the wounded healer, if you follow astrology, has also gone retro. And it will be retrograde, which means it's moving backwards. So you get to revisit things for the next, till December 12th. The things that this is bringing up is, hey, Jeff. The things that this is bringing up is our subconscious wounds. So those things that you're not even aware of, that you haven't thought of in like years, those things are coming to surface right now, or will up until like December 12th. So, and then also, I'm just looking at my notes. There was so much to talk about tonight. The energies are really intense. Be aware of those people around you. There are many people who are getting really, really triggered right now. They have their deep emotional crap coming up, stuff that is kind of blindsiding them. They're kind of taken by surprise. Um, Again, these are deep, deep wounds, and it could cause a lot of fear, along with the needing to help heal these unresolved issues and traumas from our past and create triggers. So, some of you may have huge epiphanies for your life. Um, in the direction that you want to take. Maybe you're getting a bigger picture. So not everything always has to be as intense as some of us feel them. I'm a Scorpio rising, so of course this energy is really, really intense for me. Moon energy is always, always really intense for me. Hi, Jennifer. So, just keep it in mind that things can get intense and things may not. You may be able to step back and be able to have epiphanies and see things, and also be a support to other people who actually may be having these things go on. So with that, you may be feeling with all this energy, bursts of energy, like, oh, I could get this done, I could get this done. And then there are some of you that may feel like you're still dressed in your pajamas from this morning. Or you could be somewhere in between. With the deep emotions surfacing, you may be falling into old patterns. So last month we were looking at our value system, things that we feel we need to be treated a certain way, looked at a certain way, the way we want our life to be. And now we're going into the boundaries part of it all. So as we get triggered, we may be going into our old patterns because we haven't been in this situation for long enough to establish these new patterns, which is okay. So don't freak out when you start behaving like you did in the past. I'm a perfect example. I have a perfect example. Last night, I ended up getting heavily triggered by someone and some things that they said. It was unresolved last night. And so this morning, when I woke up, it was right there in my face. And I kept on getting more mad and more mad. And I had to look at, why am I doing this to myself? What's really the issue? I was able to go back to see, okay, well, there's two things going on. One, this is an old trigger from a childhood, and also this is an unresolved issue that has happened within the past few years as well. So with those two things combined, I was kind of like hit with a double whammy, and I literally had to sit down because I was so angry, and I had to really ask myself, why are you choosing to be in this victim mode? Why are you choosing to be so hurt? And that's when I discovered, oh, okay, so there's two things going on. And then, so I'm looking at my notes because there were steps for you guys. So if you find yourself in the same position, either today or moving forward, it might be helpful to know that you have an opportunity to pause, to create a pause or a silence, so you can gather your thoughts, you can kind of think about what's happening, what's processing, and then how you want to react to that. Because we're creating, again, these new boundaries for our new value system. One of the things in my value system is that, I don't have to go around acting hurt, feeling hurt, being hurt. There were things that happened in my past. It's no longer a part of my identity. It's part of my story. It's part of the things that have happened to me, but it's not going to dictate how I feel. Interesting, when triggers come around, you start acting how you feel. So I was noticing that I was choosing to be hurt, and what I was saying to myself was that, why am I in victim mode? I was asking myself, why am I hanging on to this pain instead of choosing to change the situation? Okay, we are powerful people, powerful beings. We have control over our minds and how we want to respond. It takes a little bit of practice, but we could still do it. So I'm a talker. So I had to think, okay, what are some things I could do for me to help me? And one of the things I had to do was go and talk with a friend to help me process these things. And also, I'm one of those people that needs to be heard. So for me, finding that person, and I had the perfect person to go to and explain what was happening to me and why I was upset. And they just sat there and they listened. And that calmed me down right away. You know, the trigger wasn't intense. I was able to express myself. I was able to be heard. And then I was able to say, okay, what am I going to do to change my situation? So those are things that you can do in this upcoming week or month as time goes on and as things come up for you. So with the card reading, okay, pay close attention to the stories, the questions, and the cards come up. Usually when there are readings in a group format, whether it be mediumship or card readings or psychic readings or whatever, usually there is content in there for everybody. So just listen and just know that if something resonates with you, that's perfect. You want to go ahead and take that information with you. So with that, I think I got all the housekeeping done that I wanted to get done. Oh, in case you wanted to look up the YouTube channel, it's under my email, Terry, Teri 333 healing@gmail.com, or my name. But I think I need to get you a link. But with that, welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your week? I know it was pretty intense. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Pat. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. How was your week? How did it go? Was it good? Did it get a little intense? For those of you that had readings, were they helpful? I know they were helpful in the moment. You guys all commented and sent me little messages and stuff like that, so I appreciate that. Love the feedback. If you want a reading tonight, if you want me to pull a card for you tonight after I do the general reading, if you have a question, go ahead and get those questions ready. Actually, just get one question ready. If you want a reading with me, you have your options of having a one card or one question read, a 2-question, or a 3-question read, okay, where I pull cards for you and we go through the reading like that. It's an interactive reading, so you get to talk to me, I get to talk to you. We go more in depth. Those services are listed on my website under the services tab. You can find that at teristanley.net. That's TeriStanley.net. So, as usual, before we start, I always set my intention before I come on camera. I call in all of our angels and guides. I call in God, the ascendant beings, the beings of light, here to go ahead and help guide and give us accurate information that would benefit not only you, but the community too, and anybody else that is going to be coming on and watching this video later. Okay, so the first card we're going to pick is going to be about the week in general. How is this week in general going to be for us? Okay, so the first card will show Instagram first, and that will show you. So the first card has to do with inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. So right off the bat, I'm being flooded with information. This week, it sounds like it's going to be a challenging week. It's going to stretch your comfortability, okay? So remember that you are going to be acting from a state of courage and a state of kindness, which tells me when they have to put in the word kindness that sometimes we're going to be triggered, okay? And our first response typically in a triggered or heated situation is not going to be one of kindness. It's going to be of self-defense. It may be of attacking. It may be of standing ground. But sometimes kindness doesn't come into it. So whenever people come and they challenge us, remember, it's their perspective of what is happening. People, because of the way our subconscious mind is, we actually see things that we see in ourselves. So remember, it's just their perspective of what is happening. It says you may not realize how strong and powerful you are. This tells me that you're going to find out how strong and powerful you are. Okay? Strength and power doesn't necessarily mean force. So when situations come up, sometimes it's nice to be able to breathe, step back, and realize that you can come from a different place. You can come from a place of contentment, a place where you have put your ego aside and you're more heart-centered, where you have prayed about this, you have meditated about this, you have thought it out, and you have processed it. Okay, so this week it sounds like that there's going to be some ups and downs. There's definitely going to be some challenges that are going to be coming up. And you have to remember, you have the strength, the poise, the courage, and the kindness to get through this. Compassion. This also tells me, it says compassion you give so freely to others also needs to be given to you. So this tells me, going back to the whole trigger thing, that when we're surprised by something that's coming up, whether it be a trigger or whatever, but when we're surprised by what we're being confronted with, that sometimes we do go into our old pattern and we react without thinking. This is a time to give yourself compassion and understand that this may be hurting you or bringing up stuff that's uncomfortable, and you are to give yourself that compassion. You are to understand, I'm waving to someone, you are to understand that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel the way that you feel. Okay, I give you permission to acknowledge your emotions, to feel the way that you feel, but I also give you the permission to stop and think about what it is that you want to create in this moment for yourself. Are you wanting to create the same pattern with the same outcome? Or are you looking to create something new, maybe a new possibility, a new way of handling it, and a better outcome, okay? Or at least the space to create that outcome, okay? Also, to remember, it's also saying that you need to stand strong in convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. So it's all about remembering this boundary that you have for yourself. So having that self-compassion also means that you're willing to say no, because that's the right thing for you to say to yourself. Okay, so this is going to be a really interesting week for some of you. It sounds like there's going to be some challenges, some new opportunities to interact or respond differently. This is an opportunity for you to give yourself that self-love, that compassion, that understanding, and the ability to maybe learn a new tool, a new coping mechanism, and maybe a new way to step into your power, step into your authenticity of who you really are, and to be able to say no when it matters. Whew, big one, big one. So this next card I'm going to pull is all going to be about what is a challenge that we may face during this difficult week. A challenge, a block, something that may be difficult for us. So the challenge for this week may be messenger of action. So, almost dropped the card. So they always have pretty pictures. So messenger of action is something new and exciting relating to creativity for your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. Excuse me, energy's moving. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe it's you, who is creative, enthusiastic, fantastic by life, or fascinated by life, sorry, and who wants to try everything. So that sounds like a really good card, but we're looking at what could be blocking us, okay? So the block could be that you are not using your excitement, your creativity, that instead you're a little bit more reserved, insecure, fear-based, and unsure. Um, and this comes around career. This comes around career is what it's saying. So there might be issues at work. There might be issues. I'm hearing it's not just work, it's the things that you do. Okay. So the jobs, the different tasks that you have, jobs that you do, those might need a little bit more creative response from you to address. So what that means is, so when we look at the first card and we have to look at this inner strength and realize how strong we are, and maybe realizing that we have to set a boundary. Sometimes that boundary, because we're not in alignment with it, it's brand new. Sometimes we want to be able to, sorry, I'm waving to other people. Hi. Sometimes we want to be able to ease into saying no to someone. If we're so used to always saying yes, always putting everybody first, and now all of a sudden we need to come and say, no, I can't do this for you. That may make us very uncomfortable, very unsure, very insecure, and we might not feel good. So looking at creative ways of saying no. One creative way could be, why do you want to say no? What is in it for you? What makes you feel like you have to say no? What makes you not want to do something? Value those reasons and then maybe creatively bring them in a nice communicative way of expressing why it is that you need to say no. Now, there is more here. So this card is action as well. So it says, that even though you may feel insecure, you should just do it anyway. So another way of looking at this challenge this week is sometimes, going back to this first card, when we're coming up against insecurities, struggle, triggers, opposition, that we feel like we're stuck. We may feel a little paralyzed. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to make this worse. Or we're in our trauma mode. I mean, if we're triggered, we've got trauma brain. There's a little bit of PTSD. We're used to this. It happens over and over and over again. And sometimes we need to leave and we are not present to be handling the situation. So this is telling you to take action. What are some of the things that you can do for yourself to create that action, to be able to move forward, to be able to invite that creativity into being able to handle the situation different? So this card is telling you that your block, your challenge this week may be, because the week is lining up to be a little emotional, a little up and down, the little roller coaster, whatever. How are you going to handle this? It's asking you to change, to take a new direction, a new way of handling it, and definitely taking action, not sitting back, not letting it, not sitting back and doing your old pattern. Does that make sense? Yes. So we're going to leave you with that. So something my daughter is on, and she just told me that her roommate's watching with her. So hi. Love the support. Thank you guys. So so now this last card that we're going to pick is all about, now that we know what the week is going to be, now we know what the possible challenge is going to be. This card is all about what will happen, what will help us with this challenge, with this block. Okay, so let's get a good one. Well, that one just, ooh, I got two of them that fell out. So let's see what this is. We have two cards. Okay, so one is the spiritual teacher. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own as your life feels unfulfilled right now. Sorry. Here's this card. Whoops. There we go. So you becoming your own spiritual teacher. You are a smart human being. You know exactly how you are. You know exactly what you need for you. So it is best to follow your own wisdom and throw out all the perceived ideas and judgments of what you think other people want to put you into. We talked about this last week about the box, how people have a tendency to put us in a box and we need to react from this box, this set of rules, this is how you're supposed to be, etc. So what this card is telling you is that it's okay to spend time to be alone. So this week, when you do get upset, emotional, triggered, opposed, rejected just popped in. Whenever you're getting all these feelings, okay, remember you can take a step back. And we talked about that in this card here, the middle card, to take the step back, take the time to breathe, assess what is it that you need right now in that moment. Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you're so mad you can't even get the words out. Journal it. Maybe you're not even to that level. Maybe you're one of those people that has to clean the whole house, okay? And get all that energy out. Whatever your coping tool is, start there and then build, okay? So you're going to use moments of solitude during this time. I highly suggest. It says here you're going to focus on love. When you're triggered, when you're hurt, when you're upset, first thing, you have to acknowledge how you feel, how the situation makes you feel. Okay, so here is where you can journal it out, letting your thoughts and emotions flow. I feel this way. This makes me feel like this. The last time this happened was this. This has been a pattern that's happened my whole life. Why can't I change this? Get it all out of your system. Then be able to come back, love yourself. Okay, first you have to love you. Okay, you feel how you feel. Accept how you feel. You are not a horrible person for what you are going through. It feels horrible. It absolutely feels horrible, but you are not a horrible person. So allowing those feelings to come out and feel justified in how you feel, but you are not given the permission to wallow. Okay, so you go ahead, you acknowledge, you move forward, you write it out, you journal, and then you come from a place of love. I love myself enough, just like I told you this morning. For those of you that missed it, I was triggered last night. Woke up this morning, was still really, really upset. Noticed I was really hanging on to this anger, and because it brought up two situations, one from my childhood and one from the recent past, and because of that, it brought up such a level of anger, and I was able to look at myself and just be like, well, one, this isn't the way that I want to be. Um, I prefer peace and happy and unicorn bubbles, glitter, that type of stuff. So when this comes up, it kind of throws me off kilter. And when it's so intense, so to look at myself is, okay, well, why am I in the victim mode? So looking at why you're feeling the way that you feel, and then taking steps for what do I need to be able to move out of that. For me, I am a talker. I need to express how I feel, and I need someone to listen. Those are my two big things. And when I'm heavily triggered, that can calm me down after a certain amount of time, after I've talked about it enough. So it's really good to know what kind of person are you, okay? And then you can go into that love. Once it's de-escalated, go into a place of love and be like, okay, so seeing the position with love glasses on, being able to look at the situation what the other person is projecting, realizing that they're going through their own stuff. It's not really about you, okay? But you responded in a way because it was familiar, okay? So responding to yourself with love is something that you may have to learn this week on how to do that. Everybody's different, so I can only give so many ideas on how to do that. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. That one's tricky. Okay. Some of you are going to be better at this than others. And depending on what the issue is, some of you are going to rise above and some of you are going to struggle. And just know, love the love glasses. I know, so do I. They're so cute. Some of us are going to be able to rise above it and some of us are not. Okay. Love yourself anyway, regardless of where you are. Okay. This is not a life or death situation. But we put that importance on it. So it's okay to kind of struggle and kind of play and be like, where is this coming from? How can I fix this? Okay. So there were two cards that fell down. So the other one was out with the old, in with the new. That's all about patterns. How are you going to switch your pattern? How are you going to take new information, new ways of being, and apply it to what is happening? Just like a child, a baby learns to walk. There is like, what did they say? Someone used this metaphor this morning, and I can't remember all the details, but there's like over 100 different muscles that are needed to walk. And because you have two legs, now that's doubled. Okay. So when babies are learning to walk, they kind of struggle and they oscillate and they fall and they stumble and everything like that. Well, how long does it take a baby to learn how to walk? Until they know how to walk. Okay. Everybody's different. So learning to integrate new behaviors, new thoughts, new patterns, into how you want to respond will just take as much time as it takes. And I give you the freedom to play and explore with that. So hopefully you'll give yourself the freedom too. So it says, heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move forward in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desire and spiritual truths. So this is the second card that fell that might give you help towards the block. So if you are looking at changing careers, leaving a relationship, starting a new relationship, changing schools, I'm trying to think of all different things that are going on in people's lives. If you're on the fence or at a fork in the road, this is your card telling you, do not just stand there, which was the middle card that said that you needed action. This is your card telling you to move forward in that direction. Whew, what a busy week this is going to be for some of us. I already feel it. So I know for me, this is going to be an intense week. So, okay. Pumpkin Doodles, go ahead. If you would like a card pulled for you, go ahead and put in your question. Or if you just want a generalized reading, go ahead and just say generalized. Nobody? Okay. I'm still waiting. Give you guys a moment. So hopefully, generalized reading, please. Okay. So I will pull one card for Diane. Okay, Diane, your card is all about, it's the messenger of action. So you were being told, so we just read this. I'm going to read it again. Messenger of action, something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe it's you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, who wants to try something new. So this tells me that there's something new coming into your life. And it's so funny because last week we talked about your career, your work, and things that you were going through at work. And I actually feel that this one is more in relationships to somebody outside of work, that you want to try something new. They themselves are exciting and fun. And so, but you're a little bit hesitant, not sure if you want to start something new or not. And this card is telling you, yes, start something new, do something, do it anyway, even though you feel a little insecure. So if you want to take up something new, then go ahead and do that. Okay, so hopefully that resonates with you. Let's shuffle these cards really, really good. Let's see, who else? Okay, let's see here. Kelly. Kelly would like a general. Perfect, good, thanks, Diane. Okay, so Kelly wants one too, so let's shuffle these. And Kelly, general, okay. So funny. Kelly, I always thought that you were Karen. Sorry. Well, this one just popped. Oh, wait, 3. Okay, I just want one. Let's see. Let's do this again. Okay, so for you, Kelly, 4 of action. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and final security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event such as an engagement, wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. So this tells me that this is an exciting time for you. It tells me that things are definitely changing, that you've been working really hard towards something. And I don't feel like it is something physical that you're working towards, like saving money for a home or something like that, that it was more relationship based, and that there were certain things that you've been working really hard at. I see stability, or keeping the same pace, keeping the same structure, and it has now created a sense of peace and well-being. And so it feels to me that there's a place of contentment that you are getting to right now because of all this work that you've been doing. It's kind of like, I feel like my chest, it feels like, so it kind of feels relaxed, relieved. And so it tells you that you deserve to take a break. Maybe that was the breath. You deserve to take a break. You've done it. You've created it. And now it's time to celebrate. So now it's time to honor what you've created, what you want. And okay, bye, Diane. And And now it's time to celebrate that. I don't think it is as big as an event that is very public, like a wedding, or buying a new home or a birth of a child. I don't think it's that big. I think it's big to you. And you and maybe a select few may understand what that means about it being important to you. So congratulations. I'm happy for you. Hopefully that resonates with you. I'm so sneaky on Instagram. Yes, you are. You're so funny. Do one for Bree. Okay, Bree. So Bree wants general then. Okay, Bree, here we go. So cute. Anybody on Facebook? Oh, there is. Oh my gosh, I'm missing all the Facebook stuff. I'm so sorry. I have to scroll. I need an admin to come help. Hi, Donna. Donna Lewis. John. Hi, John. Thank you. Oh, Pat. Oh, good, good. Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shared would love a reading. Okay, Jennifer, I hear you. Okay, Anthony. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I will get to you guys. Okay, so Bree. Bree, your card is 5 of Abundance. I'll show you what that card looks like. There are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed. Be patient. So what this tells me is that there may be a situation going on that feels a little sticky, a little unsure of, and your angels want you to know that they are there for you and that you can call upon them to help give you assistance and guidance. So Bree, if you don't know, there is all these angels around. And there are specialty angels. You can call on any of the angels to help you. You know, if there's a relationship and it's not just a love relationship, but any kind of relationship. If there's an issue with a relationship and you need relationship help, then you would be like, relationship angel, whoever can help me, please help give me guidance. And then you would look for signs and symbols of that guidance. It may come to you as a knowing, as a sensing, as a feeling, which is kind of sensing. You may see things in Facebook, emails, Instagram. You just see things in your environment. You may be talking to someone and they're going through something similar, or you figure out that there's a way that you can handle it too, similar, by getting ideas from other people. It says here, and it's just jumping out at me, accept the help from those around you. So you may be very hesitant, very blocked, sheltered, cautious to receiving help because maybe you're not one that wants to blab to everybody about what you're going through, for fear of judgment and for just privacy readings. So you want to make sure that you accept help from those that you feel comfortable around, okay? And also remember, this is temporary, so it'll change, okay? So I hope that resonates with you, and I'm going to leave you with that. And then let's see here. Okay, now I'm going to go to Facebook and see who's here that wants a reading. Okay, so Jennifer, let me go down to the bottom and see if you actually asked a question or if... Oh, Cindy, you're a cleaner. Yes, I do that too. Definitely. I turn the music up loud and I clean, clean, clean. And then I can relax. Okay. Let's see. I was looking for Jennifer. You guys are great at asking questions. Hey, Cassandra, you made it. Yay. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a generalized one, Jen, or Jennifer, sorry, because I don't see a question. So Jennifer, for you. Jennifer, for you, I pulled 10 of emotion. Life is a blessing. Life is blessing you with wonderful and loving family. Automatically, I hear family isn't always blood. So, whoever you consider your family to be, friends, family, whatever, that is great. Hi, pelagic pickle. I'm going to wave at you. Boop. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. So that also is letting me know that things have been a little rough for you and you're not exactly where you want to be, nor are you getting the support that you want to be getting. Okay, but it's coming. Harmony with those you love is assured. Okay, I would keep in mind that as we are in Scorpio, or as we're in this week, and as we're in this Chiron retrograde till December 12th, there is still opportunity for people to be reacting not from a place where they want to be. Okay, so this is a time for us to be love and compassion and come up and support them as well. Okay, so harmony with those you love is assured by offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others. You are rewarded with unconditional love. So this card is telling me that the things that you desire are on the horizon. You are someone who wants meaningful relationships. You want to feel fulfilled and loved and wanted and accepted. And this card is telling you that all of that is coming your way with your help. Okay? So the more you're in harmony with yourself by offering forgiveness, compassion, understanding. When we can understand, when we can try to have empathy, by trying to put ourselves in their shoes, we kind of get a little bit of an understanding of what they could be going through, what they're feeling. And with that, we're more able to offer forgiveness or leniency on maybe the behavior that they're showing. Okay. With that, we can also offer kindness. We can offer kindness to strangers, to acquaintances that are in our life. Okay. And you are going to be rewarded with unconditional love. Why? Because they see that you're someone that they need in their life, that they want in their life. Everybody wants someone who can understand them. Everybody wants someone who can show them a morsel of kindness, understanding, compassion. We all want that. So when we can go ahead and give that to people, they're more open and receptive to loving us the way we would like to be loved. So I'm going to leave you with that. Okay? Let me know how that sits with you, if that resonates. Let's see here. So going back up the list. Okay, so I'm going to like you because I answered you. Anthony, your question. What, if anything, do I need to do differently in regards to landing my career role? Please don't share this offline detail. Okay, I'm not too sure I understand the rest. But, okay, so Anthony, we're going to pull a card for you. What, if anything, can you do? So the card is going to be, what can you do to assist the situation in receiving the outcome that you desire? Review and contemplation is going to be your card. Okay, so review and contemplation, you've accomplished a great deal in your life and you've had much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Let me ponder this for a second. So, Anthony, when these these job interviews come up or don't come up, how are you handling the situation? You have accomplished a lot in your life, and it's so easy to get discouraged by the lack of interest, by the lack of responses. When we're waiting for emails and for phone calls and for our positions to line up, positions to line up, meaning, when the job lines up for us and we're getting those calls back, it could be very discouraging. When we're in a discouraging energy, we're projecting that out and it's coming back to us. So maybe changing your focus a little bit. So it's talking about contemplation, review and contemplation. So review all the good that you have done. Review all the amazing work that you have done at different jobs. Really step into that amazing awesomeness that you are. Okay? You need to remember that right now, because when we sit in that, it makes us feel empowered. It makes us feel confident, self-assured, and we hold our body different. We put our shoulders back, our heads up. We're actually really confident. Okay, so when a phone call does come and we have that confidence, not only because we think it and we feel it and we're displaying it as well. Everything is in alignment with those high vibe energies conveying, I'm the right person for you. So please go ahead and look at where your mental thoughts are at this moment. Where are you thinking? How are you thinking about yourself and about the possibility of getting this job? If there's any, I don't want to use the word negativity, but if there's anything that doesn't line up, if you're not totally compassionate about it, if there's fear and there's doubt, you need to reassess that. And you need to look at where that's coming from so that you can change that, okay? Because unconsciously, we can read energy, okay? All of us, like when you walk into a room and you see someone and you get that first impression, that's real. Because your energy has just bounced into theirs and you're picking up on them. You're picking up on their social cues, the things that they say, that how they make you feel. That comes through in the words that we use. So if you're not feeling good about yourself, meaning that you're discouraged, discouraged is definitely what I feel for you, is discouraged. And we want to be able to change that around, okay? We want to create more possibilities. So instead of asking, and I know it's so hard, when we're dealing with things that have to do with our security and our foundation, money, you got to look at the relationship you have with money too. And it can cause us to be really scared. So we need to get you out of that vibration and kind of look at and celebrate all of the goodness and all the achievements, in a way to bring in the new possibilities of new energy is going to be asking yourself, not when am I going to get a job? It's going to be like, how many job offers am I going to be offered? What would it be like to get a job? What would it take to land a job? When you ask open-ended questions like that, that energy goes out into the world, out into the universe. And it says, and also to your subconscious mind, who's like, oh, I wonder how this is going to turn out, and you start looking and behaving and reacting in a receptive way, and the universe conspires to show you, oh, you want to know that? Oh, well, let me show you. Okay, so changing the focus a little bit. So I hope that helps. If not, I want you to contact me. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, Anthony. And then close. Oh, okay, you deleted that. Okay. Hi, Rosemary. Cindy. Hi, beautiful soul. Yes, you're the cleaner like me, or you cook or bake. I used to when the kids were around. Um, Donna, generalized. Okay. How are we doing on Instagram over here? Hi, folks. So if you, oopsie. So that flew out for you, Donna. We'll put that right there. So if you on Instagram would like a generalized question, a generalized reading, or if you have a question, go ahead and post it. I'm going to put this back in the deck because I had a card over to the side, and really you need to have all the cards in the deck to pull from. Okay. Oops. Okay, so Donna, generalized for you is going to be that one. This one is facing the wrong way. We'll put it like that. Okay, Donna, for you, healer of emotion. This is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to take care of yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is a kind, tender-hearted, loving, trustworthy friend. Well, I know Donna personally. I can vouch for you. She is a very kind, tender-hearted, loving, trustworthy friend. But for you, Donna, for your generalized reading, it's time for you to really follow your heart. I know that there are a lot of feelings going around right now with work, going back to work. I know I feel anxiety. You have not expressed that. That is something that I feel, that there's a little bit of anxiety. What if it's too much? What if it's too much? Listen to your body. Listen to your emotions about how you feel about going back. Okay. Last week I did a reading for you, and it was that, maybe start with 1 day or 2 days and see how that goes, half days, and see how that goes for you. So really it's tapping into that emotion, and really because there's fear, because you are a person that wants to do your job really, really well. Understandably, I do. I totally get that. Totally get that. I'm very similar. And so with that comes the extra pressure. Right now, you're not in a position to take that extra pressure. So you have to understand that you are naturally a nurturer. You naturally want to help other people. Look at the profession that you're in. Okay. This is a time for you also to nurture yourself and learn to balance those emotions with your outward emotions. There's almost like a conflict of interests going on because there's the perceived misconception that you have to hurry up and get back to work. You have to hurry up and start taking care of others. It's 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 a misconception that you have about yourself, but and that's where the emotion comes from. So I don't want you to be too hard on yourself, okay? So these are the things that are popping up as I'm going over this card. It says flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insight. That tells me you already have all the answers. It gets confusing when we have the answers, but there's emotion tied to it. Emotion is a huge block for intuition because it makes us second guess ourselves. Okay. So if you were to get out of your head and go into your heart, that might help you a little bit more. Okay. So I hope that that helps you. And I'm going to leave you with that. And I see there's more over here on Instagram, so I will get to you in a minute. I'm going to do one more on Facebook. So, oh, sorry, Anthony. So sorry. Okay, forgiveness for Rosemary. Question. I'm not too sure. I know your question. Forgiveness. Can you be a little bit more specific? Are you supposed to offer forgiveness? Are you looking for forgiveness? I kind of don't understand what you want your reading on. If you could be a little bit more specific. I'm going to go to, okay, I'm going to go over here to Katie, my daughter. She would like a reading. Okay, so generalized, I take it. Okay, so Katie, for you, it's 4 of emotion. So this is, there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. So, up, up. Okay, well, Katie, you're going to have to find me over here on Facebook. Instagram cut me off. So you can only do a live for an hour on Instagram. So Katie, there are wonderful people who wish to help you. But you sometimes have a hard time accepting help from other people because there is a trust issue. Okay, you're not too sure what other people's agendas are and if you can trust them. And this card is telling you that there are definitely people there who wish to help you, who wish to offer you guidance. It's just that you need to let your guard down enough to go ahead and let them in. No one says that you have to listen and do what they say. So when people want to come in and they want to help you, the best thing that you can do is to just approach it and listen to it, take it in, and kind of let it sit with you a little bit. At the end of the card, it was talking about it is healthy to go within, to daydream, to go within. It's healthy to go ahead and get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. So when people are telling you and you get the idea, it's best not to second guess what it is that you're getting. It's time for you to take action on what you feel is right for you. Okay, so I will leave you with that. Okay, gosh, you guys are awesome. It's been an hour and you're still here. Okay, so Jane, you would like general, please. Okay. Okay, so Jane, for you, it is 2 of emotion. A relationship grows closer as 2 people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. Don't give up on the relationship that feels challenging to you. There is still hope. Here we go. Boop, boop. 2 of emotion. Okay, so this to me feels like it's more than just from one relationship. Okay, this to me feels like it is a couple of relationships that you're going through that you want to get closer to these people and you want to be able to develop that deep connectedness. Okay, and so this card is telling you that you're well on your way to having your relationships grow. They're growing right now. So the more compassion and understanding that you have, not only for yourself, but for them, is going to go ahead and allow you to connect deeper. It says here, mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. So as naturally, as with any relationship, the further you go into a relationship, you do develop natural respect for people and an understanding of where they're coming from. But at the same time, it's being told to me too, that understanding is great and the respect is great, but just because you understand What is happening does not mean that you get to go along with them. When we support people, we don't necessarily always go along with what they want and what they say because we have a different perspective. It's not happening to us where it's happening to them, and sometimes the walls close in because of that emotion and the desires and the hopes and the dreams and the expectations that they feel on themselves and with the relationship, that they don't have an objective view, whereas you may. So it'll be important in these relationships that from a loving standpoint that maybe you need to offer them a varying view than what they have, and vice versa. Okay? So it says, don't give up on the relationship that feels challenging to you. Okay, so there might be one or two relationships that feel really challenging right now. And so perseverance is going to be key. Remembering where you are, who you are, and what is the end outcome that you want. Okay, sometimes we have to look at the bigger picture when we're going through something, like if we're having a disagreement with a loved one or, with a child of ours, we know that it's not the end of the world, but it could get a little sticky. But when you look at it and you approach it from the bigger picture of, this relationship, this content of this communication that we're having, I want it to expand and grow our relationship within next year. You're going to choose words and feelings that will emote that as you communicate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. Let me know how that lands on you, how that resonates. Donna Lewis would like a general, please. And then, let's see, 9 new comments. Okay. Hi, Lily. First time here. Awesome. Donna Lewis by, she just left. Oh, Donna. Okay. You switched over because of Instagram. Yes, it only allows you an hour. So I thank you guys all for staying on and joining. Donna left. I can understand that. I'm still going to give her generalized reading because she'll probably look at it on the replay, especially if I let her know that she needs to. Where is she? Check the, can't type, replay at 1.07 for your reading. How's that for service? Woo-hoo! Okay, go back. Oh, good. I thought I lost everybody's thing. Okay, so for Donna Lewis, actually, I've been guided to 8 of Abundance for Donna. So Donna, this is a time of learning and honoring your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars, on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is the details. Monitor your projects carefully. So this is an opportunity of growth for you. So if this is an opportunity where you're thinking that you want to go out and you want to learn some new skills, then go ahead. This is a great time for you to do that. And it's going to bring you such great reward in the end. This is definitely a feel-good card. Good for you. This is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that with you. This is a really good time for you. So honor your skills, honor learning new tricks of the trade. Okay, whatever fascinates you. So good for you. Awesome. So I'm going to leave you with that, Donna, and then I'm going to pick one more. I'm hungry. I need to go make dinner. Okay, so let's see here. Pat, you are next. So I will go ahead and read for Pat. Oops. Okay, Pat, for you, it's 9 of action. You've worked hard to create the things you've cherished in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly provided by your angels. In return, Mother Earth and the animals and the environment need your protection. This is funny because I normally don't remember other readings and stuff like that. I normally, once it's said, I forget. But I remember this is actually reinforcement for you. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reminder. You are divinely provided for, and you are being taken care of, and things are on a different time schedule than what you would like them to be on, at least communicated to you. But there are things working behind the scenes, and you are going to be taken care of. And this is an amazing, awesome card for you. And I am so thrilled that it came back up. So this is rest assured. Rest assured that these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. Okay, so everything is still moving forward. Everything is in total alignment. And you're going to see some really, really great outcomes from this. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, Pat. And there is someone that I want to get to because she has tried so many times to get on here. Let's see, where is her name? You're welcome, Jane. Okay, so Katie, go to, after I post this, you're going to go to the 1 hour mark and your reading's on there. Okay. Let's see, where is she? Yeah. Hi, Terry. I would love a join, please. Thank you, Pat. Okay, so Cassandra, I am going to pick you as my last reader for the night. My tummy is a grumbling. I need to make some food. Do my laundry. Okay, Cassandra, a generalized card pull for you. Okay, Cassandra, for you, it is 9 of action. You've worked hard to create the things you've cherished in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, hearth and home. Same thing for you, okay? It's the same card from the previous reading. You're constantly being protected by your angels. So for you, this is a reminder that you are doing an amazing, amazing job. Everything you're working towards is being divinely protected and I want to say is cherished. It's like in such alignment. It feels like alignment. It feels like cherished. I see like the little cherubs and everything like that. So it's like you're in alignment with what you're doing, and they want you to know that everything that you are doing to create this alignment for yourself, this authenticity, the life that you want, you're actually doing it, and they're honoring you for providing you more and more and more. So as you continue to grow and step further on your path, understand that you don't have to worry about losing anything. Things excuse me, things may change. Keep on burping. Okay, things keep on changing. Um, Directions may change, but you're not going to lose the things that you have gained. And the angels want you to know that. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what I'm getting from the card. So awesome, awesomeness for you too. That's great. So it's going to be an amazing week, you guys. Remember to try to create space for yourself and for others to react to the energies, the emotions, the triggers, the subconscious deep stuff that we weren't even aware of to come up, because a lot of the stuff is coming up so that we can heal, so that we can move into the new year with a new sense of who we are, a new sense of direction. Remember, we're in the last 3 months of this decade we're in the last 3 months of this year. We're in the last 3 months of the decade as well. So there's huge, huge things coming for the new year. So we got to get ourselves ready, just like when you're going on vacation. You got to pack up the car, maybe buy a new bathing suit. We got to get ready. So sometimes we have to do the dirty work too. Okay, like heal some emotions or anything like that. So I want to thank you all for being here with me. And as usual, I am here to help you, give you guidance. If you need a personalized 1 question, 2 question, 3 question card reading, you can go ahead and visit my website at terrystanley.net. That's TERISTANLEY. Also, you can see when you visit my services page that I do offer a lot of other services to help us heal from our physical, emotional, mental pain, issues, blocks, everything. So go ahead and check it out and let me know if I can be assistance to you. Guys, I wish you the best energy this week. I wish you the best outcomes this week. And I am here for you. Just send me a private message if you need extra assistance. And much love and blessings to you guys. Mwah! Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Bye. Oh.